We swing in. What am I doing? What am I doing? There was never a worry. The Pyrotechnic Performer is just going to flip up this face down, boom, 6 to your face, Hunted Bonebrute. You're not hunting us today, baby. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we've got a juicer for it. Before we dig into the deck, make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this, and it really does help me out. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to join the Discord. We just launched it about last week, so hey, come join it. I'll put it in the pinned comments below. Let's dig right into the Rakdos disguise, baby. Let's go. Let's start off with the Hunted Bonebrute. So, obviously, that's a cute little dog there. Okay, but hopefully we don't want to see any puppy dogs here. When Hunted Bonebrute enters the battlefield, target opponent creates 2 1/1 dog creature tokens. The way you get around this, obviously, is by playing this for the disguise cost for 3, and then you're going to flip it up for 2, and then have a menace 6/2. Now, that's pretty good. Each opponent loses 3 life, which kind of helps our little, like, aggro-y type of mid-range Rakdos type build. But how do we really break this? We got the Pyrotechnic Performer. This card's a beast. I mean, you can run it in mono red, you can run it in Gruul, you can run it in Jund, you can run it in Rakdos like we are, and this card's amazing. So it's just the same thing. You can play it down for 3. A lot of the times, I just play it down for 2. You can, obviously, later in the game, go for the disguise and then flip it open for 1. That's a very cheap disguise cost, and then deal 3 to your opponent. That's pretty good. But a lot of times, you're just playing it on turn 2, and the Hunted Bonebrute is doing the heavy lifting, because when you flip this, you do 6 damage, and then they're not going to get the cute little puppy dogs. So that is the main combo here. We also have the Fugitive Codebreaker. Again, these cards are so good, because you can run these 2 in mono red. You can run them in, obviously, Gruul, yeah, whatever. They can run it. These cards are amazing. Prowess, Haste, Disguise 6. So this card does need a lot of instant and sorceries in your build. So that's kind of the reason why. Let's combine this with the Rakdos stuff. And let's do for instances and speeds. Did I just say, what the hell did I just say? Instances and speeds. Instances and sorceries, we have discard stuff. So Dreams of Steel and Oil is good because it gets rid of Knights. It gets rid of the Convoke Knight. It gets rid of Imidane's Recruiter. Kind of hurts the Boros stuff and just is good in general. The Duress is obviously very good versus an array of things. It even hits the War Leader's Call. It hits it like Lethal Demolition. It's never dead. So like both these cards are pretty good. Now Dreams of Steel and Oil can be a little bit dead versus Control, but the Duress is like never really dead. So I really like these things. Of course, you got the Pilfer, just taking more cards out of their hands. I do like the discard strategy early in the game. Molten Collapse is pretty gosh darn good. Does have Creature and Planeswalker hate. Now I love this. Hidetsugu Consumes All, again, because we already have the Dreams of Steel and Oil. I consider this Imidane's Recruiter. I consider this hate on Boros Convoke, because it has the Imidane Recruiter. You've got the Evangelist, whatever you need, and it does exile. So even like a Squee and mono red or something like that, you do exile. So this card is actually very, very good. What I love about this is it just kills the Convoke deck. Again, everything you have to run, you have to keep in mind that Boros Convoke is a menace, and it is everywhere. So destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. Exile all graveyards, which the graveyards can be pretty gosh darn annoying if you have like memory deluges or something like that. There's a lot of different Sultai Reanimation. So this card is actually really, really good. It's actually a really sneaky card. Nobody is running it, and I think it's a perfect card for this kind of like weird deck here. And then eventually it does become the Vessel of the All-Consuming, which is just a 3/3 Trampler, and this card gets around Sunfall in a way, because obviously it doesn't come out as a creature immediately. So I really like this card a lot. Phyrexian Arena and Shelly is just a kind of a pair made in heaven. Obviously Shelly, 3 of Shellys, because the Phyrexian Arena, whenever you draw that card, you're going to mitigate it with the Shelly. And actually what's really nice about this deck is the Codebreaker. Whenever you get to do discard your hand, draw 3 cards, you can actually pair that up with Shelly in weird combinations. So like if you're playing against draw, you can flip it up at instant speed, and then the Shelly will protect you from burn. I have had that happen more times than I thought it would come up, and it's pretty good. So this is pretty much the deck here. It's going to be just Rakdos Disguise. We're going to disguise our 3 little creatures here, and the Bonebrute is hopefully going to brutalize our opponents. Consider joining the channel. I got my Patreon and my join the channel links in the description below. Feel free to help me out there. Subscribe, and let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Pochkin, how are we doing here? All right, pretty good hand here. It's always the question, do we want to go for the Dreams of Steel and Oil, or do we want to commit to the Restless Vents on a 3-landed starting hand? It is close. It is very, very close, but ultimately I think we're going to do this. Turn 2, we can go for double, but not... Again, you're kind of hedging your bets here with this, because not all decks get hit by both the same things, so that is kind of unfortunate. Let's go for the Dreams of Steel and Oil. This is Boros Convoke. We can actually go for Dreams of Steel and Oil and just get rid of the Imidane's Recruiter or the Knight. There we go. So yeah, let's just get rid of the Knight. Not even close. I'd much rather deal with this Frontliner. Oh, and a Gleeful. Okay, actually, the Duress is not dead either. Oh my god, that works out so well. Let's get rid of this Gleeful Demolition. That was an excellent... We made the max efficiency out of our little discard spells here. Yeah, you gotta love that. That's why, I mean, I think Dreams of Steel and Oil, criminally underrated, especially in this kind of like Rakdos type build. I think you kind of need to do it. So, got the Hunted Bonebrute. I think first we're going to start off with the Performer. Costs 2 to do this, right? So I think maybe... Yeah, let's not be cute. Let's not be cute. Let's just go for the most mana efficient thing. Go face down on our Bonebrute. And then this is going to be a 6-2 with Menace. I mean, it's pretty good. If I do draw into... If I draw into a land, we could flip this and just go for the Performer. We'll see. Let's just worry about warding them off here, because if they just draw into a Gleeful Demolition and a Knight somehow with these 2 mystery cards, things are just looking absolutely terrible again. So, all right. So now the only problem with the Bonebrute, we could just drop a Shelly. It's close. I actually don't know. I mean, we have the Performer and the Bonebrutes though. I don't think they're going to want to attack, so I'm going to actually go for the Performer here. Let's do this. Let's go for the Performer and just play it down. We're not going to do the disguise stuff, and I'm just going to swing in. I would think they don't block, but I don't know. They can bring the Frontliner back. I think Boros is a more aggro deck, obviously, so let's see if they do this. All right, they do. They do. Unfortunately, this is going to kill our Bonebrute with the 2 toughness. Obviously, we're not stoked about that, but this is our only play anyway. So, it is what it is. We'll at least be able to deal 6 damage to their face, and we actually cleared their board pretty nicely here. So, yep, and then the Bonebrute actually loses them 3 life too, so it's not terrible. Obviously, we clear their board, which is nice. If they do have like a Knight or an Imitating's Recruiter, we do kind of help thin the horde out a little bit here. And we got another Bonebrute and a Shelly, but it's still not over. Evangelist. Okay, Evangelist isn't terrible, but I don't love it. I just don't want to see a freaking Knight. Please no Knight. Duress. Okay. Are we better off going Shelly and a Bonebrute? I think we'll go Shelly. I think we'll just go Shelly here. Obviously, Duress looks okay. Nah, I think the Duress and the Bonebrute is probably not the move here. I'm not going to swing with the Performer. We're going to perform some tricks on the opponent's life from afar. I don't think we're going to... I think we might be done swinging in here. Just do not drop that Knight down. Just don't drop the Knight. They're swinging. Whoa. I have to block, right? Can't just not block. Take 7. Come on. What could you possibly have here that kills that hurts the Shelly? No! Oh my god, a Ganjo! Oh, brutal. Oh, brutal. I deserve that. 100%. But hold on, can we hold on. Oh, that's brutal. Alright, let me just see what we got here. Hold on. What's our win condition? I think our win condition is now just the Bonebrute. Do we win? That's 9 life, right? Am I crazy? We swing in? What am I doing? What am I doing? There was never a worry. There was never a worry. Pyrotechnic Performer is just going to flip up this face down. Boom. 6 to your face. Hunted Bonebrute. You're not hunting us today, baby. Let's go. Our Argodon, how we doing here? No red for the Molten Collapse, which could be a little scary, but I'm still going to roll with it. We'll be fine. We'll find a way. Let's take a look. Let's take a peep. Swiper, no swiping. What do we got here? Ooh, we got control. Okay. Well, what is the most annoying thing that I could see here? It's probably a No More Lies, but I mean, I don't like the Wandering Emperor either. Let's just take care of the Emperor first. And then we have another Duress anyway. Depending on what we draw, let's see what we do here. Haunted Ridge, okay. Well, we might as well do a Duress again, but now I actually don't know what I want here. We could go for Deluge. Obviously, they can bring it back later. No More Lies is actually pretty good here. I think we'll take away the No More Lies. It's close. It's really close, but I think we just want to resolve the Shelly and have them search for an answer with the Deluge. So, really sucks here that we're getting a don't want to say flooded, but don't have a turn 3 play, so it might as well be flooded for all intents and purposes. Negate's not doing a whole lot versus us right this second, unless we get into a Phyrexian Arena. But yeah, now I can safely say we're flooding a little bit, which I don't really like. So hopefully they don't have another No More Lies, and we just go for the Shelly and force them to get into something with the Memory Deluge. Okie dokie. Fingers crossed. They do draw once. They don't have spot removal, obviously. They definitely would do that before they take life, so that's good. I think this is not good, though. The best case scenario is that they go for Memory Deluge, which is not really the best. It's not really the best case scenario here. Codebreaker is actually pretty gosh darn awesome. That's a good top deck. 1, 2. So what's this actually cost? If I was to disguise this, this costs... I don't think I can really play this in case they board wipe. Let's swing in first. Codebreaker is a really, really nice card. You can kind of refuel pretty effectively with it. And they actually... Man, I don't know. Should I play this down? Play it for the ward cost. Next turn, can I play this? So we can 1, 2, 3, and then it would cost how much? 1, 2. I don't think I can either way, so I think I'm going to be risky here. I know it sucks. Good God, does it suck? Because they're most likely going to go for Deluge. They're most likely just going to Deluge and then go for a Sunfall, but we have to play this way. I think this is just our best way of winning. It's obviously like a 99.9999999% chance that they just Deluge into a Sunfall here, but even if I did want to like recover with the Codebreaker, I think it's just too slow, right? I'm hoping they have spot removal. Yeah, that tells me that they have the Sunfall. It is what it is. So, yeah, because even if we do this, we have 2 cards here. It costs 4. Next turn, 1, 2, 3. And then we still don't have enough to go for the Codebreaker to discard a hand, draw 3. So I'm just praying no Sunfall. It's pretty much Sunfall or bust for them. No way! Oh my God, we get it to go. Okay, that feels good. Alright, well, let's go ahead and swing in. I'm going to go for the Codebreaker. These cards are not very good versus control. They did not find a Sunfall. They have to be running it. Every Azorius list has to be running Sunfall, right? To damage? Well, I mean, there's no point in flipping this yet, I guess. So, sure. This is crazy. What's going on? They don't have a Wandering Emperor? They have nothing? Okay. Guess we'll just end the turn. No point in getting crazy on me. This is not that bad, though. I think what I want to do now, let's go ahead and flip this now, because I don't want to discard my Shelly. So, boom, Codebreaker. Now let's draw all of our cards, and now we'll get to life gain. Life gain's not really going to matter here, but we at least keep our Shelly here. I feel like that was pretty good. Can't believe they didn't draw. Yeah, we're still looking okay here. Surprisingly, hanging in there. Lockdown's not the end of the world. It's not the beginning of it. They do have this negate. That kind of taps them out as well. Oh, wait. This is hard. Oh, Jace. Hold on. If we top deck into a sorcery or an instant, I think we win.
In Phyrexian's ways.
Hold on, I think we might win if we just top deck into like a land or something here. Not a land, sorry. A sorcery. Ooh, no, come on. Come on. Do we win here? Hold on. Codebreaker has prowess, but is prowess a non-crit? Yeah, I think hold on, are we good here? 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Codebreaker, I think we're good here. That's 4 life. Yeah, we're good. Phyrexian Arena. Pilfer. We steal. Oh my God, we steal it from control. Pilfer goes up to 4. They're tapped out. Thank God. There's that Sunfall. There's that Sunfall that we were so scared of, and we take it anyway. Woo! By the hair of my chinny chin chin. Utter, how are we doing here? Hopefully we can kind of cut this down. This is a pretty good hand here. Especially being on, it's a little slower, especially for our deck, but we are on the play, so of course that You know, if you play Magic the Gathering, you know that usually helps. So, looks like we're going against Control, which obviously I don't love. This card is really, really good. It pretty much does what, like, Path of Peril and stuff does. It's like the Rakdos version of that, but against Boros Convoke, which is a pretty big menace in the meta right now. It's a meta menace. That's the MM for that, but let's go and drop our Performer. If they got spot removal, they just kind of have it. I think getting this Arena down is going to be how we win. So if I get this Arena down, I want them to tap out first. I think I'd rather go for Hidetsugu Consumes All before I try to attempt to go for the Arena. Because this Arena is going to be persistently annoying. So let's go for the Consumes All. Honestly, this card's not that good versus non-Convoke. It still has utility. Oh, wow, it resolves. Okay. Probably not that threatened by it. Probably setting up for a big fat Depopulate or Sunfall or something like that. Or a Get Lost. Okay, so Get Lost. We have Shelly, but I think long-term, what's going to be more annoying for this deck is definitely going to be the Phyrexian Arena. So hopefully they tap out here. Ooh, they do. March of Otherworldly Light. So now I can go for the Shelly. Ooh, we got Codebreaker. So a lot of different things we could do here. Yeah, I think it's more mana efficient to go for Shelly. But I think ultimately just dropping this Arena might be a little bit better. I know they have, obviously they have enchantment removal. They've already showed us 2, but because they've showed us 2, I'm just gonna kind of guess that they don't have more. I mean, I don't know if that's the right analogy there, but okay, we could go for Shelly. I think what I'm gonna do, let's go for Pilfer and then go for the Codebreaker. I think I kind of like that a little bit more. We can kind of refuel. We can do some major refueling here, so I'm gonna do that over the Shelly. Maybe that is I just have a better feeling about it. So this is exactly why I'm a little scared. So Sunfall, obviously we don't really love the Sunfall. We don't really love the Memory Deluge either. I guess we're going to take the Sunfall, just because Memory Deluge, I mean, they're going to be able to play this back anyway, so play the Codebreaker down with the face-down card, see if we can get a little bit of card draw here. But this is definitely not going to be an easy feat, especially with the Memory Deluge. And, I was supposed to say, yeah, I forgot about the Celestis giving any colored mana. So I was going to say, do they even have 2 blues here? They do with the Mirrex anyway, but okay, that does kind of eat up their turn a little bit, but obviously we got to know, we got to be a little snappy with it, and hopefully they don't have some more enchantment removal for the Phyrexian Arena, because I don't think we're going to have this forever, so alrighty. Molten Collapse. Obviously this does not help us very much at all. So now what it becomes, I don't really want to like do the draw stuff. I think we're supposed to just like attack in. It kind of sucks, because this could be pretty detrimental to our health. They did just search with the Memory Deluge though, so I mean, the odds that they have another like sweeper is pretty high. Do I want to just go all out and just kind of pray to the heavens? Let's do this. Let's not go for the Fugitive Codebreaker, but I am going to go for Shelly. I'm not going to flip this thing. We could go for this Codebreaker if need be. Let's go for the double map tokens instead of the Collapse or the Codebreaker here. I think, oh, another Shelly, that's good. Yeah, we're definitely going to keep the Shelly, because I'm assuming they have something to deal with this board here. Alright, that's fine. Hopefully, no Sunfall. Down to 13, which is okay. We got another Shelly in the chamber here. They obviously don't have spot removal, because they're going to take this 2 life, so it tells me they don't have spot removal. Obviously, they could just have a Sunfall here. It's very, very likely, especially after a Memory Deluge search. Let's get a little bit of coffee here. Shout out to the Gengar mug. Oh, yeah. Alright, do your worst. Do your worst, Cutter. Don't cut me down. Let's see if they're, running... Some people learn to populate. Ooh. Field of Ruin. I don't mind that. That doesn't really bug me. Okay, we got plenty of basics. That's no problem. I guess we'll go red to kind of balance the ticket out here a little bit. Well, I could just decline it. If I really want the Shelly. Hold on, each player's... There's Field of Ruin, and then what's the other one? The other one, like, forces a shuffle, right? Each player searches their library for a basic... Okay, so I think I have to, right? Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Codebreaker can give us additional draws here, so it's not a big deal. Alright. They do take that from the Shelly, so Celestis kind of does not hurt our bode here. Or doesn't bode well for them. What the hell did I just say? They actually ditched the Memory Deluge. Okay, that tells me... I want to get a discard. Give me like a Pilfer or something, a Molten Collapse. Okay, this tells me that they probably have an Emperor. I'm pretty sure they've got an Emperor. So that sucks. But if I swing only with the face down card, obviously the ward wards them off. I think we're just going to have to swing with the face down card. I'm not really comfortable swinging in it otherwise. It's already nighttime, so I don't really care if I don't cast anything. Let's do this. I guarantee they have an Emperor. And we already searched to kind of get rid of our other Shelly, so we can't really rely on that anymore. I'm thinking they have an Emperor. They have to have an Emperor here. And even if they do cast it to block, we got Planeswalker removal. Ooh, Otherworldly Light. Ooh. Okay, well, hold on. If I go for the Codebreaker and flip it up, isn't this X equals 0? It's an illegal target, right? So let's have him pay the ward. Oh, I don't really want to get rid of my cards in my hand, though. But yeah, I think we're just going to have to. Let's go with Codebreaker, baby. Breaking codes. That's right. Now, I do lose my hand, but I do... we'll see. We'll see how this bodes for us. Oh, we've got the Dreams of Steel and Oil and a Duress, and now that is now an illegal target, and we can go for a Duress or a Dreams of Steel and Oil. Down to 4. What's the play here? It has to be Duress. I can't go for Dreams of Steel and Oil. It has to be a Duress to get rid of a sweeper. Fingers crossed. Even if they do have, just don't have 2, right? I mean, you can have 1, just don't have 2. I mean, that's not asking for a whole lot, right? Get lost is okay. We got the Restless Vents for a little bit more firepower. There is the Emperor. There's that Emperor. I've been playing this game a long time. I know it. I know when you got 4 open here, you're looking for the Emperor. We didn't actually cast 2, so it's still night or daytime. Still nighttime, rather. Sometimes maybe a little bit too much coffee. And they main step a Memory Deluge, and that's how you know they are behind. And I think we're gonna win this game. Yeah, I mean, unless they have something that costs 1. That also is removal. We're going to have Restless Vents. We got these 2 map tokens, and we got Prowess here. So, don't want to get too crazy yet. Let's not get too crazy. Got the Restless Vents. I think we're good to go. And yeah, they just scoop it up. Let's go. What a nail biter. Always nice to beat control with, yeah. Green Dragon King. How you doing here? All right. This looks pretty good. Yeah, we can keep this. This looks fine. Turn 1, Dreams of Steel and Oil. Turn 2, Pilfer. Looks pretty good, okay to me. Ooh, the Blackcleave Cliffs opens up the possibility that we go for Performer on turn 2. But Green Dragon King, this doesn't look very green. This doesn't look very green, Green Dragon King. But if we want to exile something, I think we're going to exile the Chick. And this is why they are... Whoa, actually. Let's go for the Chick here. They actually only have 1 land in their hand, which is actually pretty nuts. It's pretty ballsy. Of course. Oh my god. You can't give it 1 time. You can't give me the 1 time. Just kind of screw our mana. Oh my god. Opponent. Okay, it is what it is. Hopefully they at least brick 1 time. If they draw into another land, I'll be pretty tilted. But now I gotta make a decision. I don't think I'm... Pilfer... Is Pilfer good here? So whenever this creature dies, I think we have to get rid of this thing because they're gonna blow this thing up. If I drop one of these, they just blow it up with the Play with Fire. So I think it's actually correct to Pilfer here. I mean, it sucks. It's not a good situation. When this creature dies this turn, they can sacrifice. Yeah, I think we have to, right? Because with the Scamp, when this thing dies, you can sacrifice it, and then they get the 2/2. Yeah, I think this is the best move. It's still not a good situation, but next turn, I think we're just going to have to go for a ward creature. Kind of gets around the Play with Fire a little bit better. But yeah, this is looking rough. Ooh, okay, I kind of like this, though. This is actually pretty nice. This card's actually pretty gas, okay. I think we're going to have to play this, because this kills the Scamp, and it kills the Wicked Roll tokens. Kind of sucks that we do lose 1 damage, but I'm going to have to do it. We're going to have to try. This, typically, I have this for Boros. But, I mean, still better off than not doing anything here. Alright, deals this damage, and we're going to lose 1 life for the Wicked. Yeah, I mean, we're trying. This is turn... We're down to 8 life, and it's turn 3. Like, we're trying. There's not much we can do here. We're going to go down to 4 minimum. Let's see if they put this on top. They put it... Oh, they scry that on top, which means that they obviously like what they see, which is not good for us. Alright. I think what I'm going to have to do... Ooh, Hunted Bonebrute's actually pretty cool. But I don't know if we're going to have time, unfortunately. We need a Shelly. We do have life gain with the Shelly, but that's not looking too good here. Let's go ahead and drop you. You got 2 toughness. You've got 2 toughness. We're going to have, instead of going for 1 ward creature, we're just going to have to go for a double Codebreaker here. It's mono red for you, ladies and gentle mages. Unfortunately, we got 1 life, and they did scry this. They did put this on top, so not looking good. Obviously, I'm double blocking here. Probably game over, unfortunately, but yeah, Monstrous Rage is what it is. That's mono red. That's mono red. It's pretty brutal, but it is what it is. Bridge player, how are we doing here? All right, this is a pretty dynamite starting hand. Let's go ahead and keep this. This is the... Ooh. So they are holding true to the bridge player. Got the sleeves and everything. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and drop the cliffs, and let's take a peek at that hand. Let's see what we're playing against here. Ooh, and this is why I absolutely love the Dreams of Steel and Will. Let's go ahead and get rid of this knight before the... Like, think about what that's doing. Discarding the knight, or actually exiling rather, but I think just what that does to this deck is just so beautiful. So beautiful. So let's go for the Pilfer. Obviously, we love this. This is the key to winning here. So let's go for the Pilfer. Do they have a way to generate a artifact? I don't think they do, actually. So let's go ahead and get rid of the reinforcements. Yep. And even if they do, go for like the artifact nonsense with the Gleeful Demolition, we've got the Hidetsugu Consumes All. Absolutely amazing. All right, I'm going to go for the Performer, and let's actually put it down as a ward. Yep, let's do this. I mean, we're not out of the woods here by any stretch of the imagination, and you actually have to be careful, because if you go for the Consumes All with one of your little creatures here, it'll actually blow them up, so be careful. But you still have to run this versus Boros, though. Everything you have in the meta, when you play this stuff, you have to have this in mind, that they could have this kind of stuff. So, what I'm going to do, yeah, let's just swing in. Dropping the Shelly sounds absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, let's just do that. Shelly comes down to play, and like I said, you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you decide to go wide and do the super crazy nonsense, we've got Hidetsugu Consumes All, and they just give it up. But I wanted to kind of show this off. Yeah, I mean, with the Boros deck here, even if they did have all of this, we just cast this, and we just auto-win. But I wanted to show it off, but it is what it is. Demur, not Demir. Demur, how you doing here? This looks a little slow. We'll keep it. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. Beggars can't be choosers, right? Let's go ahead and drop our Restless Vents down. We got the Molten Collapse, but yeah, if this is more of a control style build, we're gonna be a little nervous, and it seems like to be. Well, considering that the Molten Collapse is a sorcery, the only move we have is just drop double Restless Vents. Huge fan of the Restless Vents. Not only the art, I mean, the art is absolutely sickening. The art is amazing, but getting that discard stuff is really, really nice. All right, so this would have been really nice on turn 2, but unfortunately, I think the only move here we really have is go for the Bonebrute. So let's go ahead and face down the Bonebrute. With the ward, feels pretty good. We save it from going nighttime for the Celestis. They may have had like cut down or something because they did hold up priority. So I'm assuming they probably have like a cut down. All right, so turn 2 is going to be a little awkward here. I mean, we are a little floody. Obviously, okay. Celestis. The only move we have here, I don't want to drop the Shelly. It's a little bit too not great. I think we're just going to go for the Pilfer, and then we're going to flip the Bonebrute, depending on what their hand has. So I think that's the move here. I would like to get the Shelly down to punish the Celestis, just because every time they draw with the Celestis, they're going to accrue a lot of value and life. So another Shelly. Ooh, another Shelly kind of makes things a little interesting here. 2 Shellys does make this interesting. Ultimately, I think we're gonna Pilfer and then flip the Hunted Bonebrute. If they don't have 2 forms of removal, we'll be able to sneak in 6 damage, which is quite good. Dissipate. Okay, that's fine. They had to burn it on something. So Molten Collapse looking pretty bad here. Let's go ahead and swing in. Obviously, we're gonna go. Man, should I not go for it? Should I go for it? They're holding up priority. If they have just like a go for the throat, it's pretty. I'm gonna say no. No, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I know it sucks. I know it sucks. They probably have like a go for the throat, and this is like perfectly playing into their mana efficiency. But next turn, I'm gonna want to drop the Shelly, and then we're not gonna do it. So I think we kind of have to just speed it up here. So we'll have 2 Shellys for them to deal with after they use the, like, you know, presumably their spot removal. Okay, well, I guess at least they have to use March of Wretched Sorrow, and they still lose 3 life, so I guess that's not the worst thing ever. They did have to exile a cut down from their hand, so we did cut down their hand, quite literally. So I guess it could be worse. Yeah, definitely don't love this, though. Jace, okay, we got the Molten Collapse, but now we're a little bit awkward with Shelly, because we want to get Shelly down.
Distractions. Focus on the facts.
Focus on the facts, okay? Well, the fact of the matter is that I don't know. I don't know facts, Jace. We're Rakdos. We're not smart like you Azorius people. Come on. Or Dimir, sorry. Dimir. I actually didn't even notice that. So Dimir is running Dimir. That is it's cute. I like that.
I pull one thread, and your entire mind unravels.
My entire mind unravels. Wow. Okay. Well, it's already nighttime, so I don't really have to worry about man, I might want to go for the Restless Vents. I want to kill the Jace, obviously, but ultimately, I think just dropping the Cliffs and then just going for Shelly is the best move here. It sucks. This Jace is going to be persistently annoying. But now we get to at least threaten the Celestis, and next turn, we can go for Molten Collapse and the Shelly, or maybe even go for the Restless Vents, depending on the Jace. That's fine. That's not that big of a deal. Wow, nothing else.
Become subdued.
Become subdued. Alright. No spot removal, which is nice. We can get this down. This actually is pretty nice. I like this thing. Let's... I think this is just the move. I'm going to actually just go for the Molten Collapse. Let's just go for the Molten Collapse right on the Jace. I want to see if they, like, counter this or something like that. We can go for the Restless Vents. Negate! Okay, well, at least they burn that. That's fine. If I cast another spell, if I was to drop this, it goes daytime. Which, even with the Shelly burn on this, I still don't really want to do that. So I'm going to go for the Restless Vents now. So I know they have the Field of Ruin, but we got, again, we have to, like, we have to churn through it. We can't just, like, not do it. So that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We got to burn through the Field of Ruin at some point anyway. It sucks, but we at least thin our deck out this way, too. And then we're going to be at least poke the Jace. We're not killing the Jace, but we do get to poke it. Alright.
Don't understand what's
No daytime. No daytime. I don't want them to draw into extra answers, because right now they're kind of low on actual, like, answers. Oh, another Field of Ruin kind of sucks, but it's better than, like, a, you know, Breach the Multiverse or something crazy.
Our plans are beyond your call.
Another Molten Collapse is actually really nice, because if we go for the Restless Vents, they're just going to go for the Field of Ruin again, so it's actually pretty nice. I think we're just going to have to go for it. So destroy. This doesn't have a whole lot of targets in this deck anyway. Destroying a creature or a planeswalker, I mean, it doesn't really have a whole lot of targets. Thank God. Jace goes bye-bye.
Too much noise.
Too much noise. That's right, Jace. So, do we want to drop this? I think I kind of do. I know it goes daytime, but we do punish them with the Shelly at this point. I think we're going to drop it. I'm not going to drop the land either, just because for Restless Vents, if we draw like into another one, we can do like the discard stuff here. I think this is going to be the move. It goes daytime, which gives them another chance to draw into an answer, which I don't like by dropping this, because this will be our second one. So the Celestis will go off, but at least we get a little something from the Shelly. A little bit more life off. It's not great, but playing this is actually pretty good. If they do have like a board wipe, this thing does get around. Hold on, we'll get around this way. Vessel of the All-Consuming, and this way they go for Field of Ruin. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. And we'll thin out the deck even further. It doesn't really bother me that much. It's actually pretty good. I definitely do not... This could be a little grindy here. 15 to 24. They've got one card in their hand. So this could absolutely be a pretty grindy matchup here. It does suck, though. They do have Mirrex tokens. So Mirrex tokens actually get blasted by this thing, but ultimately I still think we're, like, gonna wait for it. You know what I mean? Alright, so they actually chose not to draw, which is actually pretty interesting. Ooh, I don't know. That might tell me that they just have an answer for the Shelly, because if they're not drawing, they don't care. Because you'd think they would just not care. They would just draw for an answer rather than take the life. So that's actually a little interesting here. Nothing? I don't know where we sit. I'm pretty uncomfortable here. Even if they do have spot removal, it's not the end of the world. We got another Shelly. We're all out of Restless Vents, though. I love this card so much. It does help out your, like, fixing your hand, too. It does its best Rakdos impression of Raffine, of fixing your hand. I haven't even looked. I haven't even looked what's in the graveyards. This sucks. Okay, we can exile all graveyards with this. I haven't even looked. I looked away. Shelly #1. And a Jace. Okay. Pretty bad. Yeah, this is pretty awful. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing positive about the, down to 7.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
Okay. We do get to exile all graves, which is actually wonderful, because they get rid of that nasty memory deluge. And now we can go for the throw on the Shelly. Alright. And we swing in. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. I got him the Shelly. Oh, this is gonna be close. Obviously, this thing turns into the Vessel of the All-Consuming. It's a 3/3 with Trample. So we can kind of trample over something small if they put it out there, but this is scary. No! No! Oh, it's brutal. We'll give him a good game.
In Phyrexian's ways.
Oh, that's so brutal. A Jace for the win. Yeah, dang. They're gonna mill us out here. Good game.
I pull one thread, and
Your entire multiverse, whatever the heck he says. Shut up, Jace. Jace got us. Jace got us, unfortunately. That's GG's, but it was a good one. Echelonal, how you doing here? All right, let's go ahead and keep this. Looks pretty good. I think we'll roll with it. Got the Blackcleave Cliffs on turn 1. Feels good. It kind of sets your mana off straight. Let's go for Dream. Cryface. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. So at least we take a look at their hand here. No more lies, blah, blah. They have spot removal, March of Otherworldly Light. I think we're just going to drop the Codebreaker, maybe? Yeah, definitely not good here. Let's chop our Codebreaker, at least get some damage in. We're going to eat this March of Otherworldly Light eventually. I don't know. It seems like we get at least one more turn with the Codebreaker. Nothing can really take care of us right this second, but they do have the No More Lies, so... Yikes. Blackcleave Cliffs is actually pretty good, but well... I forgot this thing had prowess. Oh, I forgot this thing had prowess. We should probably go for Pilfer first, but now that I didn't do that, and now that I didn't do this, I think we're just going to try to go for the Performer. No, I don't think we can. We just screwed up. Ah, dang it, man. Dang it. I just cracked, no joke. I just crafted 4 Codebreakers. So, first time ever playing this thing. Alright, no more lies. Get the prowess. We miss out on a point of damage, which, versus control, I mean, that's like a cardinal sin. Oh god, I'm so bad at this game. Don't play like me, ladies and gentle mages. Don't play like me. Alright, we got another Streams of Steel and Oil. I think, let's not do, oh my god, I'm so bad. Don't play like me. Don't play like me. Let's go for this first, and then go for Dreams of Steel and Oil. I'm most likely not going to hit anything, but we're going to have to at least try to be quick with it. Yep, let's do this. Hopefully we at least have a target here. What? Alright, so obviously looking pretty horrific right now. So once they drop the Emperor, it is what it is though. This is best of 1. It is what it is. If we have Duress here, we might win. But like I said, it's best of 1. You're kind of hedging your bets here a little bit. Did not work out this way, unfortunately. Swing on in, and do they want to drop the Sunfall? I think we're just going to have to go for this. There's no telling if they do get another land, they go for Sunfall, and the game's pretty much over, but I think we're just going to have to try. Much rather would see a Wandering Emperor than a Sunfall here. Sunfall definitely puts the game out of reach, and they go for Kaito instead, which is pretty interesting. Why would they do that?
I could sneak right by, but bet you can't catch us.
Why do they do that instead of go for Emperor? It's a little confusing. Well, I'm going to obviously have to just go for the Throat. I'm actually going to keep this, just in case I have the Restless Vents that I want to use. So, let's go for this. We get the Prowess. Let's do this. I'm just confused. Why are they not? Emperor is like the best possible thing you can do here, right? Down to 2. They still have an Emperor. But if they don't get into another land for a Sunfall, we might be looking okay. I actually think I would prefer them to Sunfall because I have the Restless Vents. No, they're just gonna Emperor. Okay.
I'm not overconfident.
They'll just underwhelm me.
You're just
I've heard it before. Up to 4 though.
This is what you get for hurting my...
Now this is a juicy secret.
This is a juicy secret because I mean, we just dropped the Restless Vents and we win. That's 4 damage. Wow, I cannot believe we snuck out of that. I cannot believe we snuck out of this. We did not. I have no idea. I didn't deserve it, but wow.